facts in all of these documentations. Greetings, my brothers and my sisters. Welcome back to the show on Blazington Lounge. There's so much stuff I want to share with y'all. Monique and Oprah been beefing for the past couple of years, but nobody know where their beef actually started. And Oprah finally responded to Monique. They got into it. Fists were thrown, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly how all of this beef started, how it all took place, and what's going to happen now. Because now that they've been throwing fists over this man right here, because Oprah was involved with Monique's husband before he was Monique's husband. And this is where the beef really started from. But the reason why Monique got with him is because she thought that Oprah was supposed to be with Michael Jackson. A lot of people don't know that Oprah and Michael had a thing going on back in the day. So when Monique asked her about Michael, Oprah laughed about it, but Monique knew that Oprah was full of crap, and then she asked her was she still involved with her husband, and Oprah kept on laughing. But you can tell Monique can see through all that garbage. Oprah out here trying to get with Michael, trying to get with Monique's husband, and she still ain't got no man. And when Monique asked her husband about it, he tried to deny it, but she called his bluff. She called him out on national TV, put her fingers all in his face, and told him, don't you ever in your life be around Oprah Winfrey again, or else it's going to be some problems. So, as you can see, this beef is heated. It's a lot of drama between these two individuals. And Oprah told Monique, I don't want your man, girl. You can have him. You can keep him. Because Michael Jackson got all the money. He got all the fame. Don't nobody even know who your husband is. And you worried about this dude. So Oprah tried to check Monique way back then. But the drama escalated. And I'm going to show y'all exactly where it all took place. Oprah did a special about Michael Jackson, and Monique and her husband felt like it was wrong because Michael Jackson is no longer here to defend himself. And one thing they said that people didn't catch on to is that Oprah is still bitter about Michael Jackson turning her down. So here we go with this story. Before Oprah did the Michael Jackson interview, she was very, very broke. She had no money in the bank account. She was struggling. This was her first big break, and Michael Jackson provided that for her. She was struggling before she got with MJ, and she needed to be thanking this man that he did that interview for her, or else she wouldn't have no money right now. Back in the day, she was super dusty, but she still had a little swagger. As you can see, even though she was old and crusty, she was still feeling herself. She still felt like she looked good. She would go to the grocery stores with her head down, but she thought she was sexy. But when she got her money up, dealing with Michael Jackson specifically, she really started feeling herself. Because Michael looked at Oprah and said, you're not all that attractive, but you my sister and I love you. I'm going to break you off this bread. And not only did he break off some bread, y'all, Michael Jackson gave her a little bonus for doing the interview. This man stood up and did the unthinkable. Can you imagine what he did? He whipped it out in front of Oprah Winfrey. I can't make this stuff up. Do not get mad at me. I'm just giving you all the documentations. I'm reading them right here in front of me. He showed Oprah what he was working with since she was asking all them questions. He knew she was broke, dirty, and dusty, so he like, look, I'm going to give you a little bonus. I know what you really want to see. Michael is really about that life. And Oprah, with her nosy ass, gossiping ass, went around and told everybody what Michael is working with. As you can see, it electrified her. She got the Don King hairdo, showing all the girls that Michael is working with this much. And couldn't nobody believe it. But she should have kept that to herself, because when Monique found out that Michael was working with all of that, she got on an airplane and went to Michael Jackson's house. But when she got to Michael's house, she didn't know that Oprah was still filming the show. Now, Monique, she wanted some of that MJ. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. She really wanted Michael Jackson, but when she got to his house and saw Oprah looked at Monique. Elizabeth Taylor was there. She looking at Monique like, come on, chick. You really here for Michael like that? And as you can see, Michael was really feeling himself. He's like, let me find out the ladies is flying all the way from Chicago to come see what I'm working with. But Oprah wasn't feeling that. Don't be coming up in here trying to get with Michael. And Monique is like, what's the problem, girl? You the one that... you the one that told us what he working with. Why is you getting so upset, Oprah? You told us Michael working with all that meat. Now you want to get mad because I came to check up on it? Monique was confused, but Oprah, she stood her ground. She said, look, chick, you gonna have to get out of here. Michael is my man. You know it's hard for me to keep somebody. He got all the money, all the jewelry. Monique, you gonna have to keep it moving. That's where the beef really started, because they was feuding over Michael Jackson. So Monique said, okay, I'll just go out and get my own man. But they should be friends, you know, because they're two sisters in Hollywood. They shouldn't be beefing over men. And usually when females are fighting, it's over a man. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. When these females is feuding and fighting, it ain't got nothing to do with no money, because they both got money. It ain't got nothing to do with no fame, because they both got fame. It got everything to do with Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, old girly catty asses, trying to put a bug in Oprah's ear, put a bug in Monique's ear. They ain't never gonna be friends, because they got these fruity booties causing all this drama between them. And I'm about to get into details and tell y'all when they started slapping and fighting each other. But Monique found herself a man, and it's the same man that Oprah was involved with, but he didn't want Oprah because she didn't have no sex appeal. Now, if you like me, you don't think Oprah Winfrey is ugly. She's not a ugly person, but she's just not the type of female that can keep a man. That's why this dude decided to get with Monique, and Oprah is pissed off about it. She's still mad at Monique to this day, because not only did Monique ruin her chances with that dude, she also ruined her chances with Michael Jackson. And ever since then, Oprah has been on a rampage trying to sabotage Michael Jackson's career, because he chose to be with somebody else besides her. This little man stole Oprah's man away from him, you know. And that's why Oprah is so pissed off, because she lost Michael to the likes of this little Pee Wee Herman looking little boy. And I'm not saying that Michael Jackson did what he did, but why would he be with them little boys like that? I don't even like being around kids. But Oprah, she's still, to this day, she needs to let it go. She's still dragging this on, because some people just can't accept rejection. And Oprah is one of them people. And Monique knows the whole story. That's why she opened her mouth about the situation. Because Oprah, you tried to take Michael. You tried to take Monique's man. Now you ain't got nobody. The only person you got left is Gail. And y'all going half on the rent, going half on the interviews, sabotaging blackmails just to make ends meet. And it's pathetic. Monique is tired of it. And the reason why Monique isn't a part of this garbage, because she's happily married. She's a lioness out here in these streets. She got money. She's doing her thing. And Oprah used to be her girl. They used to really rock with each other like that back in the day. But Oprah, she's the type of homegirl where you take her out on a date with you just because you don't want to be alone with a dude, but then she be trying to get with the dude that you supposed to be with. And that's exactly what happened with Monique's husband. They was double dating and all that, you know, big girls night at Applebee's. Oprah and Monique had a couple of dudes, and just so happened this dude was feeling Monique more than he was feeling Oprah. I don't know why, because they just about the same amount of ugly. But Monique is cute though. But the thing is, Oprah trying to act like she don't know what's going on. Monique asked her straight up, is you talking to my man? And Oprah gonna laugh it off. They went and got a couple of drinks. They was a little tipsy, had a couple of cocktails, and Oprah being phony, but Monique can see through all that garbage. And there's never gonna be an ending to this drama, because Monique's husband is having second thoughts about being with Monique. But every time he think about getting back with Oprah, she put him in his place. Like, look, you made your decision back in the day when we went to Applebee's, big girls night. You decided you wanted to be with me, nigga. So don't ever think about going back to Oprah. Now, let me tell y'all about when Oprah slapped Monique. She said, hold on, Monique. You done did too much. You all in the radio, all on social media talking about me. Come here, chick. Oprah put them hands on Monique. And best believe, the same Oprah from The Color Purple is the same Oprah that slapped the taste out of Monique. And it was not pretty. Tyler Perry was there. He was screaming like a little girl. And then Monique gone get on social media talking about, but I ain't fall though. I ain't fall though. It don't matter if you ain't fall, boo-boo. You still got the taste slapped out your mouth, okay? Oprah put them hands on Monique. She's been doing a lot of tough talking. She's been acting like she's about that life. But Monique ain't about that life, because when Oprah G-checked her, she ain't do nothing. Now, Michael Jackson is no longer here to defend himself. He's not here to tell his side of the story, but Oprah is so bitter because she really liked Michael Jackson. For real, for real, for real, for real. She liked him a whole lot, especially when he got freaky after the interview and showed her a little something. Because she ain't never had no money like that before she met Michael. She used to be at the Goodwill trying on all those clothes, thinking she cute and all that. Got the salt and pepper all in her hair, looking crazy, but you couldn't tell her nothing back then. The Goodwill was her step. But Michael Jackson, he upgraded her. He sat her down like, Oprah, look, you ain't gotta be going to the Goodwill, girl. I got money, okay? I got all the bread you can imagine, Oprah. I got more money than you can dream of, girl. And on top of that, I'm about to show you a little something. Because you look like you can't keep a man. You look like you ain't never had a real man in your life. So he did her old ass a favor. Mike was young. He was a sweet tenderoni. So he stood up in front of Oprah, you know, grabbed his crotch, whipped it out. And Oprah just couldn't believe her eyes. I can't make this stuff up. I have the papers right here in front of me. And Michael was really that type of dude. If he felt like you was old and desperate, he would make you feel better about yourself by showing you a little something extra. And Oprah, like I said, she's a gossiping chick. She made her living off of gossiping. She went and told everybody, Michael is working with this much, y'all. He is packing. He got the sausages for sale, y'all. Y'all better get up on this Michael Jackson craze or else I'm going to have him to myself. Now, this is where Monique was wrong, because she didn't have to try to get Michael for herself. Oprah and Monique is the same exact person. And Monique said that. Oprah told her, when I look at you, I'm looking at myself. Because they do the same type of grimy tactics. Monique went straight over to Michael Jackson's house, but she didn't know Oprah was there. She thought Oprah was done filming the little series, but when she walked in the door, Oprah looking like, holds up, chick. Why are you here scheming on my man? And Elizabeth Taylor's like, hold up, Michael is all ours, chick. You got here a little too late. But Michael, old nasty ass, like, shit, I'll take her too. I'll take all y'all. He wasn't nothing but a pimp back then. They trying to say he was molesting little boys and all that. Michael was getting it in. Monique showed up with her little pimp coat. She thought she was about to put the Mac down on Michael Jackson. She had a little do-rag. She was about to do some real Chi-Town pimping on that man. But Oprah shut her down. She said, what's the problem, Oprah? Oprah looked at her and said, you know what the problem is? You the problem coming up in here trying to take my man. I told you once and I ain't going to tell you again. You going to leave Michael alone. That little dust bunny that you with, your little broke-ass husband, you can have him. Because he is not Michael. Oprah was in love with MJ, y'all. I know this is hard to believe. If you ain't subscribed to the Sean Blazington Lounge, now is your time to do so. Because I have more details about this, but I just ain't tell nobody because, you know, Oprah, she's a very powerful woman and she don't want her business all out there in the streets. But I figure I had to tell somebody, because if you out here putting hands on Monique, somebody gonna have to tell the world why you put hands on Monique. And I figure, who else is better to do it than me, okay? Now, Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels is all about the drama. These are bigger divas than Beyonce and Kelly Rowland, okay? These dudes are some super divas. And they knew that Oprah was gonna snap. Because all these years, Monique been talking crazy about Oprah. Oprah ain't say nothing. But recently, she couldn't take it no more. Because Oprah's ain't got no husband and Monique got a man. So how you gonna be talking about me and I ain't even got no man? You know what I'm saying? That's where she lost it at. And a lot of people ain't know that Oprah and Gayle, they live together, but with all this gentrification, them people that they living with, they don't want them in their neighborhood no more. They tired of seeing Oprah coming outside walking the dog, but she looking like a dog. They're like, what type of neighborhood is this? We pay all this money to live next door to this chick. So her neighbors, they want her out of there. They raising the rent. So Her and Gail had to come up with a plan to make millions of dollars just so they can pay the rent where they at. And they said, who else better than Michael Jackson and R. Kelly to make a quick couple of $1 billion off of right quick. Gail said, okay, I'll take the Michael Jackson interviews and you will take the R. Kelly interviews. And Oprah's like, hold up, chick. You don't get to pick who you want to do. If we're going to be destroying black males together, I'm the boss, chick. I get to pick who I want first. So Oprah decided that she wanted to do the Michael Jackson interview because she has a personal vendetta against him and he has a bigger name than R. Kelly. So they split the pie down the middle and it's looking like they rent gonna get paid. But that's if Oprah don't find herself in some serious trouble for putting her hands on Monique like that. But if you know Monique like how I know Monique, she's going to bounce back and put hands on Oprah. She is going to get her revenge. She's not going to let Oprah just slap her in her mouth like that and keep it moving. And I'm so mad at these sisters because they were supposed to be girls, okay? They were supposed to be home girls forever. And they over here fighting over a man? Over a man, girl? You mean to tell me y'all got all this money, okay? And y'all fighting over a man, girl? Huh? But that's Negro here nor there. Let me see who we got over here in the building. Basico is here. What it do, Basico? Jeff humping him slow, and he's still humping him slow. Mac Truck, he said, I didn't know Michael liked them BBWs. So shit, you ain't know nothing then. My man said, I didn't know. I see you, Mac Truck. Brave Bird said, yes, the official documentations, and I'm gonna be giving it to you all night, baby. Basico, y'all got any Hennessy, man? I got Hennessy for you right here. You're in the world of hurt. Said Oprah is a man. JoJo, yo Sean, just got my Lonzo Balls jersey in the mail from the Blazington Lounge. Sean never lets GMB down. Man, I got them LeBron James jerseys. I got all different types of jerseys for y'all. Cam, what it do, bro? You're in the world. Oprah wants Jesus juice on her areolas. Y'all gonna leave Oprah alone. She good people. Mia Johnson, he said, where's the documentations? They right here, baby. All you gotta do is pay attention. Brave Bird said, not Big Girls Night. Yes, Monique and Oprah went on a date on Big Girls Night, and that's where they started having drama. So many Blazer Gang members in the building. So much love for all of y'all, okay? Rodney Gilmore Jr. said, Blazer Gang, hey girl. You know what, Rodney? You don't even want me to expose your ass, but I'm so happy to see you here, my brother. Meryl Rose Pearl said, hey, what it do? Now let me get back to these documentations about Monique and this whole situation with Oprah Winfrey. These girls ain't never gonna be friends again because they started beefing over these men. One of them is successful and the other one's not successful. Monique's husband ain't never did nothing but ask Monique for $5. That's all he ever did. But Michael Jackson, on the other hand, this man did the moonwalk. He did the typewriter, he did the caterpillar, the cabbage patch. He did every dance you can ever think of. But people try and say that he was dancing with them little boys and all that. For the record, if Michael Jackson was a pedophile, he been that way ever since he was a little kid. And Oprah sure has a lot of relationships with a lot of people that's accused of doing things that they ain't supposed to be doing. So what is it about Oprah that attract all of these men to be by her side? It seems like everybody that had a relationship with Oprah or had a relationship with somebody that had a relationship with Oprah always wind up in the news for doing some crazy stuff. That's because Oprah be looking at these dudes' packages and then telling the world exactly what they working with. She did not have to expose Michael Jackson like that. Yeah, Michael Jackson exposed himself to Oprah. They was doing an interview. He opened up to her, and not only did he open up about his personal life, but he opened up his zipper for Oprah Winfrey, and she was not complaining, y'all. This female ain't never seen a man's genitals a day in her life. This was a new experience for her. Michael Jackson looked like an alien, but she was starting to think he was an alien. She was going to every bar in every city telling every girl what Michael Jackson was working with, looking like Don King, like she's literally shocked. This woman ain't never seen nothing like that a day in her life. She was confused. She was asking people, is it supposed to be this big? Oprah was confused about this, but she should have never told Monique what she saw, because Monique, she's a go-getter. And not only do she go get money and go get food and go get chicken, go get donuts, she go get the man that she want too. And Michael just so happened to be on her list. She went straight over there. I know I said this before, but I'm going to say this again. This chick rode a bicycle over to Michael Jackson's house. Back then, there wasn't no Uber. She ain't had no money for no cab. And when she got there, Oprah looking like, wait a minute. What the hell are you doing at Michael Jackson's house, chick? Oprah reached in her little purse. She was about to pull out the deuce on this chick. Y'all see the way Oprah looking at Monique? And Michael, he just leaving the back room, just got finished having the threesome and all that. They like, come on, chick. And Monique was ready. She's like, look, man, I'm going through hard times too, Oprah. He gave you a job. Maybe he can do something for me too. This back when Monique was broke. And Oprah was broke too before they met Michael Jackson. That's why Monique is so pissed off, because she know that Michael Jackson opened up zippers and opportunities for plenty of people. And Oprah, she's like a mean pit bull. If she don't get her way, she's gonna kick some ass. And that's exactly what she did to Monique the other night. The slap was heard all the way across the country. Y'all must have been asleep last night, because that slap woke me up out my sleep. When Oprah slapped Monique, I thought it was thundering outside. I went and got my raincoat. I was looking for my umbrella. I thought it was going to be a thunderstorm. Oprah slapped the fit out of Monique last night, because Monique has been talking too long. She's been doing too much yapping at the mouth, talking and disrespecting Oprah like she's not old enough to be her grandmother. And Monique is old enough to be somebody's grandmother. She looks like it, but Oprah actually looks good for her age. I don't know what she putting on her face. She must, I don't know. I don't know what Oprah is doing to stay looking the way she do, because she's at least 150 and she only look like she 85. So you got to give her some credit for that, okay? And Monique trying to act like she happily married, but she knows she wear the pants in her relationship. She be trying not to disrespect her husband in public and all that. But you can clearly see that she got the upper hand. She be rubbing on his thigh like he the female. He just be sitting up there grinning, looking like a little pretty chick. Oprah can't stand Monique. Sometimes she gets sick at the stomach. One time I was sitting next to Oprah and she was looking like she was about to throw up. I said, "What's wrong with you, Oprah?" She said, "I can't stand Monique." And she had that same look on her face. She just want to smack that chick. But last night she finally got her opportunity to do it. Monique wasn't expecting it. Michael Jackson was bringing them little boys in that room and everybody was confused. It's like, Michael, you looking pretty out here in these streets, and you hanging with these little boys dripping Jerry curl juice all over these Caucasians, Michael. You know they get allergic reactions to shit like this. If they should have locked him up for anything, it should have been dripping that Jerry curl juice all on those Caucasian boys like that. And as you can see, they all sitting there with their legs crossed. So if anybody came on to anybody, I'm pretty sure they came on to Michael, because he the one with the money. He was the one with some fame. Them little boys ain't had nothing going on with theyself, with their little Oshkosh sneakers on, their little Spider-Man book bags over Michael Jackson's house trying to be all friendly and all that. Oprah knew what was really going on. She's just trying to make some money so her and Gail won't get kicked out on the street. And I'm not trying to say that Oprah ain't got no money, but she want to live in a neighborhood with a whole bunch of people that don't look like her. They sick of seeing her ass walking the pit bull in the morning, but they don't know if a pit bull is walking a pit bull or if a pit bull is walking a pit bull. And Monique, she's very pit bullish. This woman will bully your neighborhood bully at his grandmother's house. This woman is crucial. She's a lioness in these streets. I seen Monique chasing a gazelle one day. I just rolled behind her in my Jeep. I had my camera out. I thought I was on a wildlife adventure. And then she married this old dude, and Oprah is pissed off about it because he chose Monique over Oprah, which was a dumb decision, because if it was me, I would have chose Oprah. But according to him, Oprah is the type of female that can't keep a man. That's why she hates men. She don't hate men because of men. She hates men because she can't keep a man. And Monique told that to her face. She said, "The reason why you hate men is because you can't keep a man, Oprah." And she gonna laugh it off like something was funny, as if she can keep a man in her life. I'm like, come on, chick. Look how Monique looking at her like, whatever. You know you can't keep no man grow. But one thing for sure, Monique beat the shit out of her husband. I seen Monique's husband in the emergency room. I kept trying to say what's up to him, and he was looking the other way. It don't matter which angle I looked at him, he looked the other way. I looked down at him, he looked down at the ground. I looked up at him, he looked up at the ceiling. He was so embarrassed that Monique be putting hands on him in public. But Oprah told her, you can keep him. You can keep him, Monique. I got me somebody, okay? I got plans for somebody that got more money than you, got more money than your man, okay, girl? She told her, you can have him because I got plans with Michael Jackson. So she thought. But Michael didn't want nothing to do with her like that. He just wanted to help out, put a little bit of money in her pocket. And Monique got 2 awards, and she thinking that she Nat King Cole or somebody. She thinks she got more Grammys than Beyonce and Michael Jackson put together. She got them 2 little tiny awards back then. She thinks she doing something. And her husband be trying to hide the zestiness when he be smiling. Her husband is super sugary. And Michael told her, Oprah, I don't think you got no money like that because the last time I seen you, you had on that same exact wig. And Oprah couldn't even deny it. She said, you know what, Michael? I did have on the same exact wig, but the last time I seen you, you had a different nose. So what is you trying to say, nigga? You know, the conversation started off real rough because Monique and Oprah got a lot of pride. As you can see, Oprah, she used to go to them hand-me-down shops, be in there shopping, trying on clothes, looking in the mirror, trying to be all sexy. She knew she was dirty back then. But Michael Jackson hooked her up with an interview, gave her a little bit of bread, invited her to his house, had a nice little conversation, and Michael was confused the whole time. Like, he told her, Oprah, you look like everybody's mother. You even look like my mother. Then Oprah said, I'm not your mother because if I was, I wouldn't be thinking about doing what I'm thinking about doing to you. And Michael said, is that so? She said, yes. Then Michael Jackson got up and zip, whipped it out on Oprah Winfrey. I couldn't believe it when I was reading these documentations, y'all. He be dressed like he's a professional wrestler with that big-ass belt. He unbuckled that big-ass belt and pulled down them pants, and Oprah couldn't believe her eyes. Her old-ass eyes started to turn white again. They used to be gray. She said, look, y'all, this is what Michael Jackson is working with right here. Yes. Is this normal? Is this supposed to be this size? I never seen one before. Is this supposed to be this long? Oprah was asking everybody questions. She was shell-shocked for about 2 months. This female is still confused about this. And Monique is still daydreaming about Michael. That's why every time somebody say something mean about Michael or disrespectful, she's always jumping to his defense. She is going to compete for that meat. Monique is ready to throw hands for that man, okay? And she was ready to slap the shit out of Oprah over Michael Jackson. Blazy ladies in the building. I'll lead a sag. I see you, my sister. Kimmy Bo Bimmy. She said, I wouldn't play with Monique after I saw Precious. She looked like she would beat Oprah, Tyler, and Lee up at once. Yeah, she would snatch their asses all the way apart. Free reign. I think my supervisor is a spy trying to ear hustle on the low. Probably a Chance the Rapper agent. You know what? Don't get fired, girl, because we ain't gonna hire you back at the show on Blazington Lounge. We asked you to do one thing, and that was to clean up the toilets, and you act like you couldn't do that. So please do not get fired, because you cannot work back at the show on Blazington Lounge. You'd be showing up 15 minutes late and then want to leave 15 minutes early. You better go on with all that. Focus on your job. Brave Bird said, free reign. She trying to get the documentations. That's exactly what she trying to do, girl. But just tell her to subscribe to the show on Blazington Lounge and everything gonna be alright. Okay. Career Mojo. I see you over there laughing. Ain't nothing funny, Career Mojo. These is real actual factual documentations I'm sharing with y'all. Lil Herb. Queen Me ATL is in the building. How you doing, mama? Ali the Sag said Oprah do look like Catherine, though. She looked just like Michael Jackson's mother. That's why he was hesitating about showing her his stuff. Brave Bird said, loving the background music. Nice jazz appeal. Thank you, my sister. And you a jazzy sister yourself. I can look at you and think of a million beautiful pictures. You are a work of art. Ali the Sag said, facts. Now let me give y'all a little bit more of these documentations before I get out of here. I got some things I gotta do. I got some ramen noodles cooking on the stove, and I do not want them to burn. Now, Monique thinking that just because she got a man, that she's better than everybody. But what she don't know is that her man was with Michael Jackson before Oprah even met Michael Jackson. And Oprah only met Michael Jackson through Monique's husband. Now, there's a lot of questions about who he was to Michael Jackson, but Oprah know the truth. And Oprah is about to expose Monique if she ever say something ever again about her, because she knows who Monique's man really is. And Monique, she gonna have to watch herself around Oprah, because Oprah ain't playing no games this time of year. It's 2019. She about to be 100 years old. And Michael Jackson with them little boys, okay, let's say he was not a pedophile. He was a really, really good friend. He giving them little boys his hand-me-down clothes and all that, having them sleep over at his house. I mean, everybody wants something for something. Michael just wasn't giving these boys all his candy and these clothes and all this good shit for nothing. I mean, it's one thing to like kids, but it's another thing to have little kids all in your house. And that was some freaky shit, because I'm a grown-ass man. If I'm going to have a house full of anybody, it's going to be a house full of hoes, okay? I'm not about to have a house full of children running around eating up candy and shit. So Michael was suspect about that, but Oprah didn't have no business telling everybody about him and making money off of Michael when he's dead. How low can you go? It's one thing to talk about a dead person, but it's another thing to make $1 million off of a dead person. He can't get no tax returns or nothing off of that shit. Michael ain't getting no money off of this whole leaving Neverland and all that crap. All that money is going straight to Oprah's pocket. Monique is mad about it, but there used to be girls back in the day. They used to be with a few dudes. They used to date Kid and Play. They dated MC Hammer and his homeboys. Oprah and Monique used to be the tag team BBW duo, okay? They was some heavy set wrestlers out here. They would tag team a nigga in a minute. But when it came to this dude, Monique caught a soft spot for him. And that's why Oprah was like, hold on, we supposed to be girls. Now you out here cuffing niggas. Shout out to all my boss chicks, wifing niggas. That's what Drake got that line from Oprah Winfrey, because he overheard her one night talking about Monique wifing up her husband and he ain't even got no job. And Monique told Oprah, so you the one that told Drake to say that line on his song. And Oprah just laughed it off like she didn't know what she was talking about. But Monique knew what she was talking about, and Oprah knew what she was talking about too. So she was just trying to be slick at the mouth and all that, trying to cross her legs with all that cellulite. But her husband, he ain't never raised up on Monique, because he know that she would beat his ass. I would rather get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather before I get in the ring with Monique. This chick will rip a nigga to shreds. And y'all know she will. She is not to be played with. I said plenty of things about Monique during my career, but I ain't never say she was soft. But one thing for sure, Oprah Winfrey checked her ass. She said, wait a minute, Monique. You must don't know that I was in The Color Purple. In the same way I was kicking ass in The Color Purple, I will kick your ass in real life. Shit, they called it The Color Purple because Oprah slapped the director of that movie so hard that he turned purple. She was whooping everybody's asses. They had bruises all over their asses. And Monique turned purple, The Color Purple, when Oprah got finished with her ass. Indigo intuitive counselor. She said, I didn't know her and Monique were super close. They were very close back in the day. Mind George said, this is crazy. How they getting him now that he dead? They should just let a dead man rest in peace. But according to my documentations, Michael Jackson is not dead. He's in Africa with Tupac and Biggie and all of them. When these celebrities get tired of being celebrities, the same way that your grandmother or your grandfather retired, these celebrities, when they retire, they just fake their deaths and go on to a whole nother place. He's not dead, okay? Kimmy Boo Bimby. I see you, my sister. Sun Streets, he said, I like MJ, but could have imagined being a grown man with a squad full of young bulls. Shit was pretty weird, for real. It was very weird. I'm about to touch on that right now. Alley the Sag, Monique was about to get Steve Harvey together with her fist. She was definitely going to do it, but he's an old ass man. Why would somebody beat up on an old ass man? Everybody loves Ned, said stop. No, ain't nobody stopping. I'm gonna keep on going. Oh. Chef humping him slow. He said, this sounds like tea, Sean. No, this is nothing but 100%. This is Hennessy. Don't be talking about this sound like no tea. I'm spilling nothing but Hennessy for y'all. Mac Truck is in the building. He said she did my boy Hopo dirty. She sure did, and I don't appreciate that at all. Kimmy Bo Bimmy. Okay, we got some blazy ladies in the building. Now let me grab this bottle of Hennessy and pour just a pint all over your areolas, because that's exactly what Michael Jackson did when he showed Oprah Winfrey his junk. And this woman is still shocked to this day. Somebody need to tell Oprah to snap out of it. He didn't want you, boo. Get over it. Michael Jackson did not want you, boo. I know you like what he was working with all that. But Monique, Michael Jackson did not want you either, boo. He didn't want you. Let that man rest in peace. Y'all is still trying to get a piece of this man, and he's dead and gone. It says here in my documentations that last night, Monique was arrested at a graveyard trying to dig up the king of R&B, the king of pop. And then when they asked her why she was trying to dig up the king of pop, she said, I don't know what y'all talking about. I wasn't trying to dig up the king of pop. I was trying to dig up the king of pop that coochie. And that's when Oprah slapped her, because you're not about to be using foul language like that in front of your elders and all that. Talking about Michael Jackson was the king of pop that coochie. Monique, you need some better manners than that. You be out in public with a fur coat on with a do-rag. Who the hell do you think you are? The king of pop that coochie. This woman is ridiculous, and everybody in Hollywood knows this. That's why she'll never get a job. This woman has been on unemployment for the past 15 years, and Oprah is not about to get off of her neck no time soon. If Monique keep on talking crazy, Oprah gonna keep on doing crazy things to Monique. It's just that plain and simple. This sister is going to have to wake up and quit being so belligerent and stay out of Oprah's business, okay? You got a man, Monique. Oprah ain't got no man. And Oprah, she looked like she need to be on a box of cereal or a box of oatmeal or something like that. Don't she look like Uncle Ben's little sister or something? We need to get Oprah on a box of oatmeal or something. She'll do better than the Quaker Oats, man. She's legendary out here in these streets. And Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels, them dudes is bigger divas than Oprah and Monique put together. And that's why they be hanging around them dudes, because Monique know that she can whoop Tyler Perry's ass. You ain't even got to ask her if she can whoop Lee Daniels' ass. Can you imagine Lee Daniels trying to fight Monique? Monique will rip his head clean off his body. Fatality. It'd be like watching a Mortal Kombat video game or something. Monique will freeze him like Sub-Zero and then put the scorpion boomerang up his booty or something. Oh my God. Mac Truck, he said Oprah got shotters in every state. Best believe she do. Everybody loves Niche. She said, and that's when Oprah smacked her. T Money is in the building. Mac Truck, I see you, my brother. 49ers and Rockets, what it do, man? He said, I thought Oprah and Monique are sisters. Well, that's what I heard too, but it says here in my documentations that Oprah is actually Monique's mother. And that's another reason why they don't get along like that. Because Oprah saw them little boys in Michael Jackson's house, and she was suspicious about Michael then, but she didn't say nothing to Michael. So don't wait 30 years after he dead and then tell the world what you was thinking all along. How come you didn't say that to his face, Oprah? That's because you was too busy trying to get in his drawers. But that's Negro here nor there. And them little boys sitting up there talking about they was molested by Michael Jackson. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. Them dudes was trying to get with MJ. Because they didn't have no hit singles. They wasn't on top of the charts. They wasn't making no music. Why would Michael be so infatuated with them? But I'm pretty sure they was very infatuated with Michael Jackson. But Oprah Winfrey knows this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit the notification button. Aaron Powell said Oprah's the honey wheat queen. That's exactly what she looked like too. Kimmy Bo Bimby, Monique is definitely the man in the relationship, without a doubt. Jeff humping them slow. He said Oprah went crazy when Mike gave her the hee. Exactly. She lost her freaking mind. But they used to be girls. I'm trying to tell y'all. They used to be tight back in the day. But It's so sad to see them beefing. Lil Herb Game, he said, I smashed Oprah, pull out game will be weak. Man, look, Oprah, she alright. She look good when she wants to. Keep it a buck with y'all. Ali the Sag, Oprah was just mad because MJ didn't give her the sausage. That's exactly where this whole beef started. Free Range said Michael gave the beef to Whitney. And yeah, a few of the Jackson brothers, but I'm not going to speak on Whitney like that. You dead wrong. Whitney is no longer here, but Michael is. Mac Truck, Michael Jackson wanted to beat down some kids like how Joe beat him down. Man, I hope you're not being sexual when you say that, my brother. Please put a pause or excuse me or something behind that, because that sounded extra suspect, Mac Truck. Talking about Mike wanted to beat down some kids. That is disgusting. You know what, man? We might have to revoke your Blazy Game pass after you said that. But one thing for sure, Michael Jackson, I never met him personally, but just looking from the outside in, things don't look too kosher with this brother. First of all, he could have got any woman he wanted. Michael didn't have to mess with sisters if he didn't want to. He could have had every Caucasian female in the Caucasus Mountains. He could have had every Asian chick in Asia. But for some reason, he had little boys running around his mansion, having sleepovers, pajama parties, and all that. Now, I've been around some young kids before. And one thing for sure, young kids are stinky. So you know those young boys was running around there smelling like God knows what, and Michael Jackson standing in the middle of the mansion taking in all the aroma. For a house full of funky ass little boys. For all you sisters out there that got sons, you know when your sons come in the house, you like, yo, hit the showers, dude. You been out there playing basketball all day. You come up in my house funky, smelling like feet. Get your little ass in the shower. So, did Michael tell them little boys to get your little ass in the shower? If he did, that's very disturbing. If them little boys, 10, 15, 20 little boys was staying the night at Michael Jackson's house, did they all shower in the same shower? Or did he had a big house, but who was supervising them boys to go take them showers? Was Michael, before everybody went to bed, did he say, oh, it's bedtime, time to hit the showers? This is where I'm getting disturbed about this whole Michael Jackson situation, because when did them little boys shower? Who was there while they were showering? Because he said it's okay to share your bed with children. There's no problem with that. Everybody should share their bed with a kid. Well, Michael, you got a $20,000 bed, my dude. So, did you let them little boys get in your bed and they was funky and they was dirty? Or did you tell them to go take a shower, Michael? And if you told those little boys to go take a shower, all 13 of them, so 20 boys taking a shower, that would take all night for them all to take showers. I'm just going to leave that at that. I'm going to let that marinate in your mind for a little bit. Let you think about that. Korea Mojo said he wanted to see the childhood he wasn't allowed to have. Joe kept him clean with a water hose. So are you trying to say Michael took a water hose and washed them boys down himself? He lined them up against the wall like in Thelma, Alabama, and washed them boys up with a water hose? Is that what you trying to tell me? He better not been washing them little boys with a water hose. Michael Jackson is a sick freak. You know it and I know it. But still, there's no evidence. So you can say what you want to say about Michael. Nobody was there. There's no proof. There's no smoking gun. So Oprah dead wrong. She could have at least said all this stuff when that man was still alive. She was all in his house eating all his cheese, eating all his crackers. And then as soon as he passed away, she want to talk about he was a freak and all that. But when he was feeding her big ass, she ain't say none of that stuff about Michael Jackson. So, Candy McKendrick, she said, Sean, Oprah's Octavia Spencer's mama and Whoopi Goldberg's daughter. Okay, how she's going to be Whoopi Goldberg's daughter when they played the movie together? Like I told you, my sister, Monique is Oprah Winfrey's daughter. That's the main reason why they beefing right now. Sun Streets. He said, if I was in MJ's position, I would have probably had 25 baby mamas by the time I die. Exactly. You could have had more than 25 baby mamas. You had that big ass house. All your kids could have lived with you. He wasn't getting no booty like that. Oh, he was getting some booty, but he wasn't getting no coochie. That's a fact. Oh, Chef humping him slow. He said, I thought he smashed Madonna back in the day. No, Madonna smashed his ass. You ever heard of a strap-on? Okay, Michael wasn't smashing on nothing. Let's keep it a buck. Oh, Brave Bird looked like a electrocution hit Oprah's hair. Yeah, she was shocked. She was looking like Don King when that dude whipped it out on her. Candy Kendrick's Michael liked the way they stinky feet smell in a room full of funky little boys. Talking about it's nighttime, you guys. Michael with his grown ass sitting in the bed with a perm with a bunch of white boys in the bed. He need to get smacked for that. I know he's no longer here. Somebody need to go to his grave and smack the tombstone and tell him what's wrong with you. Candy Kendrick said, the double, Sean. That's exactly what it was. Gemini the Queen. I see you, sister. Aaron Baker, Korea Mojo. What did you, Aaron Baker? Korea, she said, MJ was listening to Joe cheat on his mom as a kid. That made him less inclined to be a thought. That ain't got nothing to do with his grown ass laying in the middle of the bed with a perm, okay? With a just for me kitty perm with a bed full of little boys. That's ridiculous. My grown ass don't want to be in no bed with no little boys nowhere. Talking about scoot over Timmy, scoot over Billy, watch out Jamie. Nigga get up in the middle of the night, meat flopping all over the room. He go take a leak, come back with his meat flopping, and then jump in the middle of the bed with a bunch of little boys. Come on now. That don't make no sense whatsoever. You mean to tell me Michael would rather have some little boys sleep in his bed than instead of some thick ass chicks? Don't you know how many thick ass females was going to Michael Jackson's concerts, jumping up and down, breasts all over the place, flashing that man while he was on stage? Do you know how many groupies he could have been with? A bed full of boys, Michael. Come on now. It's one thing if he was at the amusement park with these little boys and, you know, just hanging out, chilling, or even come to their house with their parents and watch a couple of movies and then take his grown ass back home. But no, this man has sleepovers, pajama night. These little boys was at his house like clockwork. No chicks, no females, no big booty broads. Now, I would have respected Michael Jackson if he did the Oprah Winfrey interview and the big booty chick walked across the camera. I would have said, oh, he's innocent. That chick with all that ass walking around in the background, oh, Michael is handling some business. But no, he's sitting next to little boys. You see a little boy in a Spider-Man suit walking around in the background. You ain't see no chicks in the background of those Michael Jackson interviews. You see a little boy dressed up like the Black Panther, but he's white in the background. My man Gummy is in the building. What it do, Gummy? Where my man on A Anthology? Where you at, pimpin'? You need to be up in here. 49ers and Rockets. He said, I ain't tripping. I eat me some damn feet. Hold on, wait a minute, 49ers and Rockets. So you be licking in between these girls' toes? Well, that's not as bad as licking between somebody's booty, but it's still nasty though. Ali the Sag said MJ could have had a harem and a cult at the same damn time. This man could have had women all across the world. Women in Paris, Egypt. He could have had women in Israel. This man, any woman he wanted, he could have had it. But at nighttime, when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, this man was in his bed with a bunch of little boys. And y'all talking about, oh, he didn't do it. Well, what do you do in the middle of the night when you get a little horny? Let's just say, and this is not PG-13 material. This is for grown folks. This is for the Blazy gang. This is amongst us, y'all. So we gonna have this little quick conversation. Now, you know, in the middle of the night, sometimes you feel a little something. You be thinking about some booty or maybe some cities or something like that. Your mind starts to wondering. you know. So if Michael Jackson is in his bed, in his mind, he want some loving, you know. He's always singing about some loving. So when Michael Jackson wants some loving, and he got a bed full of little boys, do he excuse himself and go to the bathroom and handle his business and come back? Or, but what's the point in doing that when you Michael Jackson and you can get any chick you want? Why wouldn't you just have a bed full of chicks? Or he didn't even have to be a playboy. Let's scratch that, because I've been talking about Michael Jackson having a bed full of women. Okay, let's say he was a regular man. Let's say Michael Jackson was married and he had, you know, him and his wife is in the bed. That makes a lot of sense. If you're going to share your bed with somebody, share your bed with your wife. But he damn sure wasn't trying to share his bed with Oprah Winfrey. He just gave her a little taste because he knew how desperate Oprah was. You know, she been fiending for an interview. Oh my God, Brave Bird. Why did you do it, my sister? I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love, but you're not following me on your taxes, Brave Bird. You're trying to be slick. They told me what you're trying to do. I got documentations on your ass too, Brave Bird. You wait until the end of April to file Sean Blazington on your taxes. You about to have me out here hurting in these streets, squirrel. But I love you. I appreciate it. All the love, everything you done for me, girl. You the first lady of the Blazer Gang movement. Move over, Sue Tackleman. Sue Tackleman, move over. You are no longer the first lady of the Blazer Gang committee. All you do is complain. All you do is leave thumb down emojis. All you do is just act mean. Move over, Sue Tackleman. Candy Kendrick, she said, Joe used to kick in the door, waving in the 4-4, saying, Michael, you ain't gonna never beat me no more. Come on, sister. I'm trying to understand where is the logic in what you just put right there. Joe Jackson used to kick in the door, waving the 4-4, and tell Michael that you ain't never gonna hit me no more. When has Michael ever beat on Joe Jackson? But anyways, regardless of what that sister's talking about, Brave Bird, she said, came up at the casino. I got you. Hold on, we talked about this, Brave Bird. You ain't supposed to be out here gambling. We took you to rehab before. And Basico, are you a male or a female, my brother? Because you talking about Wu Chow. Basico, are you a male or a female? Please let us know. King Charm, he said, Michael Jackson looks like an albino kimono battle lizard. If we knew what that was, then we'll probably be laughing, but don't nobody know what that is. Blazer Gang, y'all over there on rolling and grinding and stuff, talking about this man, Michael Jackson, as if he wasn't a human being. What I would really love to see is for Oprah and you know, Monique get back together, because they was real tight back in the day. They looked like they was gonna be best friends forever, but usually with females, there's always a man that comes between those two, and unfortunately, it don't matter how much money you got or what you've been through or what you're doing in your life, these females still be fighting over these dudes. Now, we know Monique is like a wrestler, but ain't nobody ever in their life say that Oprah Winfrey wasn't about that life. She's a real one out here in these streets. She was raised in Chicago. She used to be real grimy and ratchet back in the day, so she still got grimy ways. And Monique's husband, if they get in a fight, Monique is going to be the one throwing blows. Let's keep it a buck. Her husband is not going to be out there riding on nothing. She's the dominant one and he's the passive one, and that's the reason why there's chemistry between those two. Because Monique, there's no way she can be with another dominant man. Oprah Winfrey too, she can't be with no dominant man. You told Harpo to beat me? I'll kill him dead before I let him beat me. She always been the man in her relationships, and that's why she ain't got nobody. Because whenever somebody take her out on a date, they sitting across the table from Miss Sophia. And every time Michael Jackson go out on a date, he's sitting across from some little boy named Billy. There's so much information I can share with y'all, but we about to get out of here in a minute. Make sure y'all come back later on tonight. I'm gonna be playing some video games and all that. Got so much love for y'all. Brave Bird. Let me do the Blazy Gang roll call. Allie the Sag, Brave Bird. You know what? The Blazy ladies really took over the Sean Blazington Lounge. I know a lot of these dudes and their feelings and all that. A lot of people mad because I'm not playing NBA 2K, but that shit was trash. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. All that NBA 2K video game shit was garbage. It is what it is, you know. The Blazy ladies took over. Just get over it. You know, your boy Sean Blaze done switched over. I sold out to the higher feminine power. So what y'all gonna do about it, okay? Mine George gave me the deuces. He's pissed off. Candy Kendricks, Ali the Sag, Kimmy Bo Bimmy. He said Oprah ain't want no man. She has Gail. That's all the man she'll ever need. Monique's husband is a pimp. He over pimping them. That dude ain't pimping nobody. Brave Bird said, yes, we love the nightcaps. Was struggling getting up this morning, but it was worth it. See, that's why I'm not doing no another live stream, because your ass need to get some sleep, Brave Bird. I told you you was going to be struggling waking up in the morning. Mac Truck, he said, I dare you diss 2K and lean taking. You know what? Ain't nobody taking no lean right now, but I'm going to be high off that shit tomorrow, though. Keita G, she said, love watching. I appreciate that, Keita G. You always welcome here in the Blazy Gang Lounge. DD Johnson said, hey, Aaron Powell. He said, catch the next stream, cuz. And I need you to be there in the building, yo. But yeah, we about to get out of here. Blazy Gang GMB. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow because I got more documentations for y'all. All right now.